Bro, right now I literally getting a nostalgia and I don't have the time to spend nor I have the money to spend on like literally a freaking emotion. I feel like very sad and kind of the nostalgia you get of old memories. I don't have the time for that right now. I just realized that and I just continued my work which was writing down the assignment. I just realized people literally spend a fuck ton of money, some literally millions on emotions just to get a happy emotion. You could have seen this multiple times happen in your life or maybe people around you that they would literally spend I don't know 100k 200k on buying a house, a car, all the materialistic thing. For me it's a computer, and it just so happens to be people spend all this fuck ton of money, 10k 20k 30k dollars, $100,000 just to get an emotion called happiness. And they actually get that. This is the one part, okay, that they actually get this emotion happiness, but that's not a true happiness. Because once you, let's say, buy a car, extremely expensive car like I don't know Ferrari or something, and you just bought it and you're wow very happy, like you are very happy for maybe a week, and then you just like get used to it and you're like, "Man, it's not fun anymore." And now you have to realize that you spent 2 years of saving to buy that car. Let's say you spend it 2 years of saving, you got some good paying job, you gather up some money, you spend it 2 years of your life to buy a car to be happy for 1 week. Where's the math? Like if you are not brain dead, you realize this, if you are not brain dead, you can do 1 plus 1 equal to 2. You'll realize that this math is not worth it. This purchase was not worth it. Now I'm not saying not to buy cars or houses. House is important to get marriage and stuff. I'm not against that. But what I'm saying is stop finding the happiness in the materialistic thing. You can only be happy in the present moment. For example, you just climb a mount. You just, let's say, gone running with your friends, and both of you hit the PR. It was extremely fun, and you can only be happy in that moment. You can be happy later down after 3 weeks later. You try to reimagine that memory. You try to reimagine, replay it, and you're not happy. You're like, yeah, it was fun. Yeah, let me tell you what, this actually happened with me. So I was trying to reimagine this movie because I had really fun watching it, and it was Fight Club. I just was like, yeah, it was good, but I just not getting that same hit, like that same feeling, like the hit that you get in your brain, like it's dopamine hit, serotonin, what do you wanna call it, the scientific words. But when you get that hit, you're like, yeah, that was fun. And later, you just want to get the same hit. And to get that same hit, people pays fuck ton of money, a lot. Like I actually spent that money, my parents' money, on buying an air purifier. I thought it would make me happy. Now I'm like, oh, does it even matter? Yeah, I was when I first started, I was like, man, if I only could get that, it would be so good for my stuffy nose. As and now I'm like, was it really important? I spent the money for nothing. So you have to save yourself from this capitalistic world. Now that doesn't mean to don't buy things. What that actually means is the way to actually save this yourself from wasting money on all that shit. Everything has one singular answer. Stop finding things. No, stop finding happiness in things. Find happiness in the present moment right now. You could be happy watching, let's say, Netflix, some Netflix documentaries. Well, be happy right now watching that. Don't thinking that, oh, how can I be more happy, or I'm not getting the emotions. Guys, just realizing that the happiness is not in your phone computer. This was a dialogue from the Fight Club, which I really like. You are not the money that you make. You're not the job that you do. You're not the money in your bank account. And it's every man's duty to find who he truly is. And once you found who you truly are, you don't need an external material things. And if you want a guide on that, maybe you can tell me. But to be honest, I'm beginner in that, so I'm not sure how much help I can be able to do. But take this piece of advice. The main thing, if you're a man watching this, you want is first brotherhood, second is sex, third is woman. No, actually, to be honest, there are four things. So fourth is money. For you, priority order may be different. For me, it's a lot more different. But anyway, you have to achieve these four things, and you'll be happy in your life. There's only four things. Like I just thought about it. There are only four things that makes you happy. Each one is important. Like If you ever seen a construction site, or let's say your room, there's only four columns you need to support to make a room, like all the brickworks and to support the slab. Only four columns. These are the four columns of your life. This is all you need. There are other things like relationship with your family. Yeah, that's another element to that, and many different things. But right now, when you're like starting from scratch, this is what you need. Now we talked about the happiness. Now let's say, how do you get that? Well, when you are a little kid, you couldn't just depressed, sad. Like no, none of us were depressed or sad when you were a kid. It's only when we go through education system we became like that. Yeah, that's another different story, that how an education system is complete scam. But anyway, I won't go into that in this video. So you are just happy running around, jumping on a mud, throwing the stones. You are happy doing these activities, and once you stop doing them, you are now depressed. So you kind of have to do them again with your friends, with male friends. So first, make friends. For that, I have a full guide on social skills on this channel. You can check that out. So make male friends and do some fun activity. Like it can be as simple as running down the town with running shoes on, or maybe something like going on a fine restaurant to eat. Anything that you can do with your male friends that is fun. Maybe it can be to simply just watch a movie, or I don't know, play video games. I actually played video games called Counters. No, it wasn't Counter Strike. It was Project IGI. I played it alone, and it was fun when I was addicted. But when I played it with my friends who was also addicted to games, and both of us had really a lot of fun. Like I remember this was the best time. When I get nostalgia, here's the thing about nostalgia as well. I had so much bad memory with college. My brain will not extract this memory from the CPU, which is the brain storage, whatever you call it in scientific words. It will not extract those memories. It will not show these memories on display that your brain. It will only show the best parts. It's just like with the movies. If you watch a movie which was 75% good, 15% average, 10% bad, your brain, when get nostalgia, it will only tell you about the 75% part. That's the whole point of nostalgia. It's just a feeling. You need to get over it quickly. I just got over it quickly thinking, oh fuck no, I don't have time for this. Right now I feel a bit sad, and the another thing that happened was graduation ceremony. So a farewell actually. So I'm getting graduated. I know I'm gonna pass these exams, like only 4 exam and some submission and project work. Yeah, totally gonna do it. It's no big deal for me. I know I'm gonna graduate after this month, next month ending. I won't be able to see anyone of my college. To be fair, I really had a good friend. Wouldn't call friend, but one that I had is was great. And I realized when the ceremony was going and they were playing a video, I was like, this is what I missed out on, the fun activities. For what? Well, I tried to get a government job. I cut out the friends. Turns out government jobs wasn't really a best thing for me. I quitted that. I tried business. I tried, yeah, the storage of my phone killed the fun. But when I was in the college, instead of making friends and leveraging my social skills, I just scoped up and said, "No, man, friends ain't important. Girlfriend matter." Yeah, you can guess what happened. Now I just regret that I should have spent all this time getting experience of my life instead of focusing on myself. I actually even build a decent body. Everything actually came at the cost of my social life, and I didn't even got much benefit from that. To be honest, I was wasting time watching YouTube videos on grind, be yourself king, and mostly Hamza's video. It was all for nothing. I just regret it now. Like fuck. But as one thing that my brain actually learned, and that's the thing is your brain learning and you learning is kind of a different story. I learned is, hey, we have not lost our youth. We have time. We have the energy. We just not in the same environment that could have made things easy, but that's okay. So moral of the story is that get the experience first in your life. Remember that getting experience with women and when going out with male friends will be something that you won't regret, even if you spend 100% of your time doing that if you are young, which I don't really recommend. But even if you did that, let's say, you won't regret it. Okay, you won't regret spending all of your time on being social, talking to girls, getting girlfriend when you're young. When you get old, you'll actually look at that time as a fond memory. And this is why when I got old now, I'm 22, not too old, but I look at that time with regret that I should have done that. I mistaken, but and as I say, as I'm saying this, that it is better to just I don't know, maybe spend 60 to 70% of your time being social if you're young. If you're below the age of 20, that's it. If you're below the age of 20, spend 60 to 70% of your time being social, talking to girls. Yes, cold approaching is feel degenerate, but do it because many people have this excuse that hey, I don't want to be degenerate. Well, first of all, you can't even do that, and second, that hey, here's the thing: if right now you think that this is degenerate and you don't want to get experience with women, well, you're just coping, like how I was used to be coping. That hey, this is not a good thing. Yeah, well, how are you going to choose the right woman? Right now, if you're thinking of like arranged marriage, that your parents will find a woman for you, who said it's going to be the good one? Think about it. Who said it's going to be of your liking, of your type? And that's the thing is, if you don't have the abundance mindset with women, you'll end up marrying a woman who you're not compatible with, who you don't really like. You're just in a relationship to get the comfort of being married and telling others, say, I'm not a loser who's a virgin. Like, guys, realize this. This is the whole fucking trap. Everyone's saying, what's like Sigma male. Don't Sigma males are idiots. They are dumb. And no, women don't like police complain you or flash you in the face. Those things only happens online. On in offline, if you're a decent man who is not harassing her, touching her, don't worry, nothing happens. I've done the cold approach. Yeah, and my experience was it was quite good. I had a fun, and it wasn't boring. It wasn't hard. My heart rate wasn't beating up like heart attack. No, I just genuinely enjoyed it, and I want to do it again. I'm just gathering up the courage to do it, and I just said to myself like yesterday, before, the day before yesterday, that we are gonna go to college farewell ceremony. You'll approach one girl. That's it. You don't do anything. You watch movie. You watch YouTube. Whatever. Just one. That's it. And straight come down home. Nothing else. Only one single target. And when I just entered the college, yeah, that's literally like I approached one. It wasn't too hard. Like guys, I just complimented her. Oh, looks nice, and she was happy. Her dress actually. So that's the whole thing is you won't regret it, and don't have any limiting beliefs that I literally have seen the guys who are fat, shorter than me. That's so important. Who's fatter than me, shorter than me, uglier than me, getting girlfriends. Someone might say in the comments, "It's all money, bro. You fucking broke peasant. Make money then." If it is that simple, if you think like, oh, all women care about money, make money. Like all men care about is women, all women care about is money. You simply need to break the cycle and make money, right? It's that simple. Yes, that's not easy. Simple and easy are different things. I always say in my video. Simple, it means something that is simple to listen. Let's say if I told you, hey, go and learn to cook and you'll be able to get a job in McDonald's, and they actually pays really well to the cooks there. For example, now you just say, oh, it's simple, just cooking. Turns out the cooking is not easy. It's very hard and you're frustrated. Now this was cooking was not easy, but it was simple. Same thing with everything. If I told you gather up some laborers and become a labor contractor and you'll make a passive income. Well, simple. How are you going to find the laborers? Where are you going to find the clients? That's not easy. There's a difference between simple and easy. And right now for you, a cold approaching is simple. It's not easy. And I'll be making a video in the future as I go along and progress. Because these videos are going to be from me actually being that Indian from the Indian household where things were conservative to being I don't know, you can call it experience, but definitely not degenerate. Like you can be degenerate and you can be experienced with women. The way to do that is just don't go to degenerate places like club, parties. Go to places like libraries. Gym maybe. Yeah, there's a lot of gym videos showing that the girls actually calling guy and slapping in the face and telling, "Oh, you stare at me." It just doesn't happen in real life. Like, do you think that things that shown in the movies and the YouTube videos and everything is real? No, it's not. And there are only four things, as I said. Maybe the video got cut out, but four things that men want: it's brotherhood, money, woman, and sex. If you are these four things, they are like the column, four columns of your room. With four columns are the only things supporting the room of the slab, and they are also are the reason why we are able to make the walls. If you know anything about the construction, well, guess what? There are only four things. Now there may be other things like your family relationship, your physique, but these are like the top four things that if you get this right, it's like 80-20 rules. You'll get the 80% of the happiness with 20% of effort. But this 20% of effort is not easy, let me tell you. So my advice to you as someone who's regretting, has regret, is make brothers. What's the difference between brothers and friends? That's another topic. But in short, if you know the Pokemon, if you watched it, this was a fish called Magikarp that evolves into Gyarados, a strong Pokemon. Your friends are like Magikarp, and brothers are like Gyarados. The brothers will be with you when you are at your lowest. The friends will be with you when you're happy, and that's the thing is your brothers will be there to support you. That's the difference between the friend and brothers. This is why you call the brothers as brothers, because they are like our brothers. If you are like your brother, like actual brother by blood, he will be with you even if you are sad, depressed, even if you are a loser, he will help you. And this is why we are the name brotherhood. It's built on the basis of brothers, and this comes from the military. In military, they call them comrades. One comrade has to watch the back of another one. Another one has to watch the back of his. So my advice is simple: get a brotherhood. And if you are right now shy and approaching the girls, start approaching guys, and then build up the levels. So get a brotherhood, friends, and then maybe you can just scrutiny them and find like 1-2 quality friends, because you don't have like 10 quality friends. You only have like 1, 2, 3 quality friends, which you call brothers. Second, yeah, goal approach, get goals. These are like the two advices I would like to give you from this video. If you found any value in this video, then you want to subscribe to the channel, because here's the thing: I made this video whilst I was high on nostalgia, and that Ford story just ruined my mood. I could have been able to go talk to for like fucking hours, man. Yeah, literally. Like I was literally high on on drug. You can call it drug, which is nostalgia, although it's not a drug, it's feeling. And this is why this video is all over the place. It's not scripted. And if you like this type of video, you just click like, okay?